Today we are testing out a spicy little Jund build created by our good friend, partner in crime, and resident streamer, John. Let's check it out. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to It Resolves, where we play a new standard deck every single day. We have an absolute blast on this channel, testing out different decks and seeing what their viability might be on the best of one ranked ladder. If you guys are new here, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We have incorporated a lot of new style content into our channel over the last couple weeks, including a podcast, including live streaming with John, and of course some flex days where we get to jump outside of standard here and there and try some different stuff. But today we are sticking with standard, and we have a Jund Repeat build, again built by John. This is a really sick deck. I want to stress a couple things about this. So he created this based on a suggestion from another streamer and content creator, Swayze. If you don't know who Swayze is, go check Swayze out. The chat was talking about Vivien, and how well Vivien works with Riveteers Ascendancy. So the idea is when you sacrifice a creature, you get another one back with a slightly lesser mana value. You can do that only once each turn. But Vivien's +2 allows you to essentially birthing pod through your deck. So you're able to +2, sacrifice a creature, search for a creature with a mana value 1 more, and place it onto the battlefield, and then you shuffle your deck. So the idea is to get Riveteers Ascendancy out, hopefully getting Vivien out, and then chain upwards through the deck. You'll notice we've got some 2-drops, we've got some 3-drops in terms of the Stomper mostly. We've got some really good 4-drops. Jaxus is very good in this list for a number of reasons. We've got a lot of 5-drops and a bunch of other 6-drops and 7s. So what we're able to do is theoretically kind of go on and on up the chain to get ourselves into a position where we could just slowly start to take over the board. Now Jaxus, what we can do here is discard a card, create a token of a creature, and then sacrifice that token instead of the actual creature, and therefore we don't lose anything in that transaction. Plus, if we've got Riveteers Ascendancy out and say we copy like a Body Launderer, we actually just get to pull back with the Riveteers Ascendancy something like a Topiary Stomper. And so it's a really nice little combo of cards. I've actually already recorded this, but there was some audio issues. I'm hoping we've resolved those. This again is a new setup, but we're gonna try and push through and hopefully get some really good stuff going, guys. Really excited. Hopefully we can pull off the combo, but we will see. So let's jump right in. And again, a huge thank you to Swayze and the stream that you've created for coming up with this idea. All right, guys, here we are for game number 1. Now, do we like this hand? It's a little tricky. We do have a lot of tapped mana, but we do have ways to get more. I'm gonna give it a shot. Not super optimistic about this hand, but we will see. I'm actually okay with that since we're gonna have a tapped land anyway. Might as well be a triumph, you know? Okay. I mean, the play is pretty straightforward. We just play pass. Let's hope we can get, if we can get the Gala Greeters down, we might be able to get somewhere with this. Looks like we are against Orzhov Angels, which is a frustrating deck, so we will see what we can come up with. Well, now we just have options. Part of me just wants to get the land down, which does potentially open up Glorious Sunrise plays. The other part of me thinks Gala Greeters is probably the right way to go, but I'm going to go Topiary Stomper. Let's see what we can do. And guys, just as a heads up, we are going to be leveling audio a little bit on the fly here. Again, we are using a slightly new audio setup, so I'm hoping that everything works out okay. All right. Let's see what the villain wants to do here. Guys, I hope everybody is having a fantastic week. Hopefully a good start to the week. I know it's Tuesday. Hopefully it's a good Tuesday for you. I'm thoroughly enjoying the week so far. Interesting. Okay, so we can't do too much. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, hear me out. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play around a little bit and just see what can happen. So we can blitz this Jaxus out to trigger the Greeters. Now the question becomes, do we want to just take the treasure token, which is probably the way to do it. We do need to get Ziatora on the field here, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can just kind of freely attack with Jaxus. This also draws us a card, which is really nice because, again, we do need to get to 7 lands for the Topiary Stomper to really be on play. But we'll see what we can do. Also, guys, for anybody that's wondering, the llama is still right there. That's the pick llama. For anybody that doesn't know, that's my little llama with a bunch of guitar picks in it that I use all the time because I love that little guy. Fun fact, the way I got that gift, Caitlin, my amazing wife, Caitlin and I like to, every once in a while, now it's been a while, but we used to go to the store and set a budget, like $10, something like that, something small. And what we would do is literally go to the store, split up, and go get a $10 gift for the other person that then we would, you know, give them as we get to the car or whatever. Again, guys, I'm lowering the audio a little bit in-game. And that would give us like a little fun treat just throughout the week. Sometimes you need those little things, you know what I mean? It's just a nice way to, you know, do something sweet for the other person. Again, that is so loud. We're going to keep turning this down a little bit here. All right. So this is certainly not great for us. But, again, we do have Ziatora able to come down actually this upcoming turn, which is going to be pretty useful. Sure. Not going to block. Just kind of let all that through, I think. Land is pretty helpful. Just means we don't have to throw this down. Now, again, we've got some options. We can Topiary Stomper, but I think I'd like to get the Ziatora down. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do this, I think. I'm actually gonna attack the Elspeth Resplendent here. My thought is if they don't block, it's fine. Oh, I'm dumb. That's okay. Let's do this. We've got options. It could be the creatures that we want to kill, but I actually think it's these. So I'm gonna just kill. I'm gonna kill the Wanderer here, and I think that might be the better play. Bad attack on my end. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. All right, that's very unfortunate. So we probably just die here, if I had to guess. I assume they gave this lifelink. Yeah. Okay. Very, very good on the opponents. Let's go ahead and grab a green source. I don't think it really matters too much. Let's do this. I am just kind of flexing the fun muscles here at this point. This really doesn't matter. Chances are they just kind of block it or let Elspeth go down, but chances are we're dead here anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and just play out the actual Jaxus that we can keep. Well, that would have been really helpful. You do get to see the power level of what you can do with this list. So when you are starting to cycle through, you can see quite a bit. But we are just dead here, so good game by the opponent. Yeah. All right, guys, let's jump into game 2. What's up, guys? Before we jump into the next game, I just want to remind you, if you would like to pick up this month's Patreon rewards, feel free to do so at patreon.com/itresolves. All right, guys, here we are for game number 2. Now, this is an interesting hand, but we do have the Gala Greeters, and we can cycle away one of these if we need to. So I'm going to give this another shot. Not a great game 1. That was partially my playing wasn't great, but I think we can do a little better this time. We do have a lot of heavy hitters in the hand, so we are going to want to kind of get some other stuff down here. But great Gala Greeters to start. Super happy with that. And let's see what we can do. It's very odd to look. Things are very different in this this setup at the moment, so it's a little odd, but We'll get there. I'm going to go ahead and attack in. And we may decide to cycle this Proving Ground, but there's not a huge reason to do it right away. We're not going to be able to play anything after the fact, so... So I think instead of that, I just want to kill that. I don't particularly want to give them an out there for it, so I'm going to go ahead and do this before we get to the end step. Now this does give them a land, which they could play something off of, maybe. Because it doesn't come into play tapped, I don't believe, so we'll see. And maybe they don't have basic lands because they are running... Well, no, they've got Field of Ruin. They have to have basic lands. Oh, it doesn't even have to be basic. I'm dumb. Alright. Let's Prosperous Innkeeper. So I think the play is to create the treasure token because this gives us as much as we could possibly want for next turn. And we do have Vivien plus Vorinclex here, so we've actually got a pretty great setup to kind of do whatever we need to do here. As long as one of our creatures survives, we should be great. Sure. That's fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the question is, which one do we want to go for? I actually do think it's Vivien. So the question becomes now, how do we want to go about doing this? I think I just want to plus. And I'm just going to get rid of, I think, the Prosperous Innkeeper here. So we only can get the Topiary Stomper, but this gives us a lot of other stuff we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and plus up the Gala Greeters here. And we'll pick up a basic land, which is great. So again, we're just really well setting up for the upcoming turns here. I will not attack. I think we want to leave up blocks just to protect the Vivien. If we can get the Vorinclex down with the Vivien, we are in amazing shape. There was some consideration for going the other way around and doing the Vorinclex first. But I actually think I kind of like this. Cool. Very good. Rabble Rousing is a sick card. Very, very sick card. All right. Let's see what the opponent wants to do. It could be that they just attack with a Seeka's Chariot just to copy a token, which is kind of fine. Even if they decide to do that, we may just not block it, let the Vivien take a hit of 4. And then Vorinclex is actually going to put her back up to 6 on the upcoming turns. So it's not really a problematic scenario here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not going to block. I think I'm just going to let Vivien take the 4. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's throw the counters there, because now we can double up on the counters, which is quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and play this as well. This just gains us a little extra life, so super into that idea. And I think we go ahead and get rid of the Topiary Stomper here, actually. So the question is, what do we take? I think it's Body Launderer. All right, so the question is, do we attack with anything or do we just pass? We do need to win the game at some point, right? But I think we just attack with the Gala Greeters. No, you know what? I'm gonna go for the full. My thing is, this is a 2-turn clock if they do nothing. We can block pretty efficiently. Like even if we take a bunch of damage or even lose the Vivien, it kind of doesn't matter that much. We're kind of just setting ourselves up for whatever we need to do here. So I feel like we're okay, but we'll see. They could very easily have like a killer rabble rousing hit or, you know, something like that. So we will see. We got this. I really hope this audio setup works, just so I don't have to re-record again. I did do some testing, guys, so I'm hoping that everything works out, but I fully expect that the computer audio is going to be a little high. It's fine. We got this. All right. I mean, Ren is very good, but they can't do anything with it. Vorinclex kind of shuts that down, which is great. So Vorinclex basically says they can't do anything, and there is the rage quit. Vorinclex is amazing, for those of you who don't know. Awesome. Well, let's jump into a game 3, guys. We got some time, and look at that. We ranked up. We're amazing. All right, guys, here we are for our third and final game. I did have to concede a game in between these, which kind of sucked, but the client crashed. So let's see. I actually am okay with this hand, surprisingly. We'll see if we can do something with it. Would love to get a couple of dual lands here, but we do have the Gala Greeters and the Prosperous Innkeeper to kind of help us out. We can get the Riveteers Ascendancy down as well, which is quite nice. So we'll see what we can do. Opponent looks like Boros aggro, which is a very annoying deck to play against. There is no doubt about that. Pretty happy to see the Riveteers Charm. It is an option to play as a removal spell, so if we need to do that, we certainly can. We're obviously just going to take the 1 here. Okay. So let's do this. I think this maximizes the life gain and gets the most going. Awesome. So again, we may find ourselves needing to like double or triple block here at some point. Oh. All right, sick. That was interesting. I'm curious as to why they conceded so quick. Well, let's jump into the next one. All right, guys, here we are for our actual last game. Definitely thought the last one was going to be, but here we are. This is an interesting hand. We do have the 2 black we're gonna need here, and we do. I'm gonna try it. I don't love this, I'll be honest, but it does give us options with the Riveteers Charm into the Body Launderer. We're probably gonna find a hit here unless we find ourselves up against just a pure control list, which is not unlikely, but let's just go here. I think that's fine, and then we can. Well, we'll see from here. Looks like Orzhov control, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. Okay. So this is nothing. They actually don't hit anything. Dreadfuge, huh? So it's an Orzhov discard deck? That's interesting. Okay. Cool. I'm intrigued. I am very, very intrigued. Guys, I do want to encourage you really quickly as we're kind of getting into the throes of this game. If you did not listen to yesterday's podcast episode, please take an opportunity to do so. We go pretty deep into net decking. And we also talk about kind of the philosophy of the It Resolves channel as a whole. And so it is something that I consider a really great opportunity to take a peek at and just see what you can find of interest to you. I'm actually going to do this. Cool. Prosperous Innkeeper isn't bad. So here they're going to get to discard some card or a card from our hand, which is kind of fine. I don't really care that much. Like the Riveteers Charm really helps us get around that. And here we've got the Prosperous Innkeeper play available to us this upcoming turn, which is quite nice. So we do want to get that down. I'm positive they're going to have plenty of removal, but Dreadfuge into Dreadfuge, where the first one didn't hit anything, is like kind of okay. Opponent really deciding what to play or what to take here. So we definitely want to get this down just so we don't waste it, if nothing else. I am actually going to blitz this out. This gains us a life. We also just get to freely draw a card, which is quite nice. We could have actually set it up where we gain or we draw an extra card there, but I think that's kind of okay. We lost a land in that transaction, and that's fine. Whoops. Yeah. Alright, cool. Great card. I'm a little confused as to what this deck is, I'll be honest. So we can just go ahead and play the Vivien, which is quite good. I'm positive they've got answers, but they don't have much available right now. So I'm gonna go for this. And I think I'm just gonna start, like, getting the Topiary Stomper helps us on the land front. Just get another red source. We've got plenty. So now we have land that will give us the 7th that we can start attacking with the Topiary Stomper if we'd like. So what we can do is play land, attack with Stomper, sack Stomper to Vivien. If we keep our board as is, sack Stomper to Vivien, go ahead and get like a Jaxus or whatever. And Jaxus from there on out is really, really good. Because, again, we can copy something, sack the copy, and then, you know, get what we need to get. Okay. Interesting. I don't know why they didn't take the... Alright, whatever. I'm surprised they didn't kill Vivien. That seems a little better, but that's fine. Elite Spellbinder is, like, fine, but... Okay. Yeah, sure. There's Jaxus. That's not bad. So if we blitz this... I'm blitzing this just because I think it's fun. I'll be honest. Let's do this. I'll discard the Glorious Sunrise, surprisingly. See what they do, if they want to block or not. We just get to refill our hand here for the most part. So we're going to draw 2 off of this, which is phenomenal. And then we also get to leave up the Riveteers Charm. Oh, 2 Riveteers Charms. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and do this now. So basically I'm just getting the attack off of play for the opponent so they can't just get in for the damage, which I think is reasonable enough. Let's like, I feel like this is really loud. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, that's very good. Still feel like it's loud though. All right, we're turning that way down just because I'm not sure about it, and then we're gonna turn this back up. All right, sick. All right, so they're gonna draw a card here. That's fine. I don't particularly care. We actually just get another Riveteers Charm to kill that. Oh no, they've duressed us. That's a bold move to duress right now. I mean, I guess it's basically free, but like, wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do this. We will get... Junji's very good. Yeah, I think I'll just take that. And I think we'll take this. Excellent. Pretty easy. And now I think we just attack Sorin. I don't see a reason not to. They're just gonna chump block with their spirit there, which is like great for me. Yeah, that's fine. Now we've got Junji that can get in for the attack, so like we're kind of fine. Fully expect them to have sweepers at some point, but that's part of why I got Junji, is that if they do sweep, it's kind of okay, if that makes sense. Like, we're gonna get something back, plus Vivien -1 just gives us a 4/4 Rhino. So we kind of have options here. Sure, meat hook for 5. That's all fine. Let's see what we want to put onto the battlefield. I think it's Body Launderer. All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's just guarantee we kill the Sorin. I think that's better. Probably should have played the Gala Greeters first, but it's cool. What do we take? I guess it's Vanishing Verse. I don't really know if it's gonna matter that much, but that just guarantees we've got that off the field. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm just gonna start plussing up counter-wise on this. I don't see a reason not to, because at this point we're just trying to finish the game. If they're a discard deck, like there's a very large non-zero chance that they just draw like duresses and stuff like that, which are fine. I mean, it would get rid of a Fable, but like it's not great. But see, again, Body Launderer allows us to just pull stuff back here, plus Vivien allows us to rebuild, so like this isn't really a problem. We have to discard a card. I guess I'll discard that. Oh, I guess we don't there. Well, that's fine. Well, we can't discard a card too, so I'm just gonna play Springleaf Avenger. Let's do this. So I am gonna sack the Avenger. That gets us Vorinclex though. Alright. I'm gonna hold on to the Jaxus because I would like to just play it and not blitz it if I don't have to. But I mean, this is this is just an interesting matchup for us. I'm really hoping we can take the win here. So they actually do get to activate Lolth because it's a 0 ability. That's one thing to note there. But this, I don't believe, does anything now. And we actually get to do quite a bit here. We can just +1 on the Vivien too. That is something that I overlook quite a bit with this deck, is that the +1 is actually very relevant. But oh, nice. I mean, that's really cool. All right. Well, with that being the case, I think I will blitz. I'm gonna do the +1. Let's just see what we get. Wow, we got a lot. Okay, sick. Yeah, that's amazing. Let's Topiary Stomper, I guess. Cool, we even have a land to pull. I mean, I guess I'll go for the Lolth and just attack here. It doesn't really matter, I feel like, so I'm kind of cool with any of this. So this gets sacrificed, but now with the Ascendancy, we actually just get to pull back like a Gala Greeters in this case. Yeah, I would love to take that action. That'd be great. All right, so now we have backup Vivien. We have Ziatora. So we are getting to live the dream a little bit in this game, which is exactly what we wanted. And there it is. We got the win. Phenomenal, guys. Let's talk about this deck. All right, so first and foremost, unfortunately in that first game, we really didn't get to see it do its thing. However, in that last game, John, we got it working, and my goodness, was that amazing. It was an absolute blast to be able to plus up the Vivien, getting another creature, just get so much back with Body Launderer, with Jaxus. We get to draw a card. It just does everything that you want, man. This deck is amazing. Highly recommend trying this one out. I think out of 4 games, we got 3 wins, which is like pretty good, 75% win rate. I will take it. I know it's a small subset, but I will definitely take it. Absolutely a high marked deck in my opinion. I think there's so much recursion built into this one, and so many like toolbox elements. Something you kind of look over is the fact that that Vivien +2 allows you to toolbox out certain cards that you might need based on a particular situation. So in that instance, we were able to pull Junji back. And that's actually really important for this deck, because then you've got built-in recursion to a board sweeper or to whatever. The only thing you don't is for like a farewell, of course. But all in all, phenomenal deck. Absolute blast. John, thank you so much for putting this one together and sharing it with me. For anybody that did not check out the Swayze stream as well, please go check out Swayze. Phenomenal content creator, and really enjoy what he creates there. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope we get used to the new setup. I know this was a little bit of a different one for me, getting used to everything, but we're getting there. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. Have a fantastic Tuesday.